The fateful journey of Elekana began with a simple voyage for a church conference. Elekana, a deacon from Manihiki in the Cook Islands, set sail with a crew of 8 others, including a mother and her baby, intending to travel between Rakahanga and Manihiki. However, harsh winds quickly overpowered their boat, violently blowing them miles off course. For approximately 8 agonizing weeks, the lost voyagers drifted across the vast Pacific Ocean, exhausted and desperate as they finally caught sight of an islet called Matamotu in Nukulaelae. The crew gathered together and earnestly prayed to God for deliverance. Shortly after their prayer, the unforgiving winds miraculously shifted, coming from behind to push their boat toward the shore. As they crossed the turbulent break, where the ocean met the calm lagoon, tragedy struck. The mother lost her grasp on her baby and dove into the waves to save her child. But tragically, neither ever arose to the surface. Only 5 survivors finally washed ashore at Matamotu. The castaways were soon discovered by Mose, a loyal servant, Talava, to the island's high chief, who spotted their white clothes drying in the coconut trees. Unable to speak the local language, Elekana used hand gestures to ask for water.
"We don't mean to interrupt. We came in peace,"
prompting Mose to climb a tree and provide the dehydrated men with coconuts. Mose sailed back to report this to the high chief. The chief initially ordered his men to grab their weapons and prepare for war, fearing an unknown threat. However, Mose bravely intervened, convincing the chief that the strangers were completely harmless. Trusting his servant, the chief ordered his men to leave their weapons behind. They sailed out to the survivors and warmly embraced Elekana and his crew, bringing them to the mainland for a peaceful, traditional welcome.
"Greetings, Chief. On behalf of my men, we thank you and appreciate your kindness."
Recognizing that the islanders had no Christian mission, Elekana immediately began sharing the gospel. Rather than forcing his own language upon the villagers, Elekana earnestly learned the local Nukulaelae language to accurately translate his native Rarotongan teachings. To aid his evangelism, he famously distributed ripped pages from his Rarotongan Bible to help the villagers learn to read and write. The island's spiritual transformation was swift and absolute.
Yesu ko te awala, the munatun mo the wala.
The high chief was delighted by the teachings and fully converted. In a profound act of submission, the chief removed his pakasoa, a necklace of oyster shells symbolizing his absolute power, acknowledging that there was now a greater God he must obey.
Te atua e alufa kia koe. Tuku tau ola mo ia.
The islanders abandoned witchcraft, idol worship, and the era of polygamy ended, with households adopting monogamous marriages, daily devotions, and hymn singing. To commemorate this total rebirth, the chief changed his name to Tafalagilua. Moses became Faivatala, and the landing site of Matamotu was officially renamed Olataga, meaning salvation. Despite his incredible success, Elekana knew his work was not finished. Because he was not an formally ordained minister at the time, he temporarily left the island in 1863 to seek proper training at the Theological Institute in Malua, Samoa. 2 years later, in May 1865, Elekana proudly returned to Tuvalu as an ordained pastor. Arriving on the German trading vessel Augustita, alongside Samoan teachers, their wives, and representatives of the London Missionary Society, Elekana continued his lifelong mission of spreading the good news, this time focusing his evangelism on another island in Tuvalu.
Tala Lei, te aliki ko Yesu. Inupea o mai manihiki, oko mai ki Tuvalu. Elekana mo te kaumalang, te pea pea whakalofa. Whakatua na ki lato, o Yesu tokotahi. E paki paki te malanga, mga lufati o te moana. La inaka e mokotia, ne te sabu o te vasa. Tangi lotu ki te aliki, fia mau a fesosoani. Tali mai a te pule, whakaoko ki o latanga. Amutia o latanga, ko filiko